coming at y'all with another video. And as y'all can see from the title, today we're gonna be talking about is Lil Baby getting blackballed, and is it appropriate for him to be getting blackballed? Now, as y'all know, Lil Baby been dropping a lot of music recently, like the last year and a half. A lot of people ain't been fucking with it. They saying he sound the same, it's the same beat over and over, the same melody, this, that, and the third. And to be honest, I feel like really any artist, whether it be a rapper, singer, whatever the case may be, mainly rappers, whenever they dropping music, a lot of people nowadays start to say they sound the same just because of the genre that they in. You rapping, you generally you have the same sound. Is it right that he's getting blackballed? In my opinion, I'm kind of 50-50 with it. I ain't gonna be biased. I will say that I don't really listen to that much of his new music. I listened to it one time and I don't really go back to it or add it to my playlist. And that's mainly because I can see what people are saying. Like, he really rapping about the same stuff. The beats kind of sound the same. But I mean, he got his own flow, he got his own style, he got his own sound. So we can't really penalize him for kind of sounding the same, because that's just like saying, okay, oh, and when he do try new stuff, they say it sounds weird, you know what I'm saying? When he try to step outside his box, so it's like, when he do try new stuff, it's like, okay, now what am I supposed to do? Like, he done tried to give y'all the, hey, I ain't gonna lie. Now, I don't know what he was thinking with that. He was low-key tripping with that, but I could see what he was trying to do. Like, he was trying to make something that was catchy, something that was different, because usually when he get on his songs, he just rapping, and he rapping about shit that he actually been through, that he actually lived. He always talking about getting money. He always talking about how he got money put up, cars, you know what I'm saying, and just him being a player for real, which that's what niggas like to listen to. Niggas like to listen to that type of shit and relate to it. That's street music, trap music, whatever you want to say. Now, when he went industry, a lot of people didn't like that when he went industry. I can get, you know, we, black people, we are our own worst critics too. Like, when it comes to anybody successful or doing anything, we critique each other way harder than we do anybody else. I feel like when we judge other black people, we judging based off of the limits that we put on ourselves because of our environment and stuff like that. So it's always 10 times harder to please our own people just because of our background. But not to get off topic, I just feel like him trying to try new things and like change the sound, it ain't really working out for him either, because we so used to, he has a unique voice and sound. So the stuff that he be rapping about is kind of like hard to see him, especially after his 2020 year. 2020 was his best year that he had, in my opinion, because he had the My Turn album, and then the Deluxe went crazy too. Like, that was probably the first time that I had ever really listened to an album and the original was hard all the way through, basically pretty much no skips for real. And then he drops a deluxe. He drops a deluxe, and the deluxe go crazy too. Like, every song on there went crazy. And even to this day, like, if that song come on in the car, if I got him on rotation or whatever the case may be, if that album come on, I'm not skipping a song from that album. Like, I feel like that album, especially with it coming out during COVID time, it just puts you in a whole different mind space, a whole different type of way of thinking. Like, you motivated, you trying to get you some money, like, you trying to find some type of hustle, because in COVID shit, everything locked down. So, you know what I'm saying, you trying to find some type of hustle, something to do. I feel like it's kind of hard for him to come back after that too, because you got to think about it. When COVID was happening, he couldn't go on tour. Like, he couldn't really promote his album like that. He couldn't do no rollout for real. He really just said when he was going to drop it, he kept teasing it was going to come, dropping snippets, then he dropped the album. So coming off an album like that, where everybody in the house, everybody really taking it in, to where now is the world is kind of like moving back to speed how it's supposed to be, and you trying to kind of find your way into transitioning from just a street artist that everybody know from the hood to industry, it's kind of hard for you to kind of please everybody. So, and especially nowadays, because they did the same thing with DaBaby. DaBaby was getting canceled and all that type of shit, and he ended up bouncing back. He just stayed consistent, dropping music, staying true to himself, and then he dropped Shake Some, and that did hella numbers. I think he did like a freestyle or two. He was dropping like freestyles, just basically showing people like, hey, I can really rap for real. Like, y'all think y'all finna cancel me, y'all got me, you know what I'm saying, you got me messed up. So that was kind of the same situation with him. They say he sound the same, his beats got the same cadence, but he just stayed consistent. Then he dropped like the Shake Some, like I said, and it was kind of like an upbeat kind of dance club song. and it kind of got his rhythm back going. And like now, you know what I'm saying, people can't really counsel him, and then he doing stuff for the community. It's kind of like you can't really counsel somebody that's doing stuff like that. Lil Baby, he do a lot of stuff for his community too, and he do positive stuff. It's just like people, I don't know, they're not messing with him. And I feel like it's 50-50, so I can see where they're coming from. But on the other side, I can just kind of see like, okay, as an artist, you're never able to please everybody, because your old music is never gonna sound like your new music. A lot of artists are dealing with that type of struggle now, especially as they get older. And the new generation, they kind of say like, he's too old to be rapping about this, or he rap about the same thing. Which with him, you kind of gotta, you know what I'm saying, understand that where he come from and the status, the type of status that he got. He rapping about stuff he actually doing, he living in. So a lot of people critique these rappers because they be like, oh, he rapping about stuff he ain't never really did for real. He actually living in his truth. He rapping about stuff he actually did, actually be in the streets. And he dropped the whole documentary like a year ago, and everybody was fucking with it because they was saying how it really showed the stuff that we didn't know about him, or the stuff that people was hearing. They was always hearing about how big Lil Baby was in his hood or whatever, and how he was moving, but people never really knew for real to the extent of how true it was, like from the outside looking in if you weren't from Atlanta. So him just dropping that, I felt like started to push him up, and then as he kept dropping music and snippets, like it's just going downhill for him. And I feel like the trajectory of his career, it could go back up, it could save him, being as though he already got connections with some of the biggest artists right now, like Drake and Dirk. I think he cool with Kanye. I don't really know. I mean, you know how that stuff be with the artists, they be having beef and shit, so it really be kind of making that business kind of like a gray area. But right now, it's just kind of a tough situation for him, because it's not like he just dropping, you know what I'm saying, music where you just can't listen to it, but people just saying that music sound the same. And like I said, he's only getting richer, he's only elevating, so it's kind of hard for him to stay boxed in and contained to him rapping about still being in Atlanta or in his hood or whatever the case may be, or where he's from, trying to rap about some stuff that he was doing back in the day. Like, he got too much motion now, he got too much responsibilities, he got too many people that, you know what I'm saying, he got to pay their bills and they depend on him, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stuff that he can't really do. As an artist, you want to be able to please everybody, but you just can never do that. And then you want to expand your creativity as far as trying to try new sounds and try new cadences and just try new flows and stuff like that, but you can never do it. You can never satisfy people these days. So it's kind of tough to see, because like I said, he was on that hot run, and then he had hella good features. I think like 2021, 2022, he had hella good features on songs. He had that, I think it's called Don't Need Time with Hot Boy. His verse on that song go crazy. Wants and Needs, I forgot what year that came out, but his verse went crazy on that. And just, I think he had a song with Nicki Minaj too. It was the year that the Rams won the Super Bowl. The song with Nicki Minaj, like Problems or something like that, Any Problems. That was a pretty good feature. So like, he went on a good feature run like after his album. It's just that people are saying like his latest album too that came out, I forgot what it was called, but the one with California Breeze on it, people were just saying how that album was kind of mid. But that song, I mean, that album had a lot of good songs on there, some sleeper songs that people don't even listen to. Like, that's one of them albums that he got out right now that you wouldn't really fuck with a song for real unless you got in the car and somebody was on aux and they was playing the song. You'd be like, damn, I fuck with this song. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's one of them things. It was kind of like people are just influenced too. I feel like a lot of the backlash that he's getting right now is coming from the influence of everybody trying to hop on the wave and be on the wave of trying to be like in the troll phase. Like, trolling is just kind of the thing going into like the new times or whatever like that. So most people that's just really hating on bro right now is just because they go in the comments and everybody saying something is trash, they say it's trash. That's another thing too. People don't have their own opinion. Like, I feel like a lot of the backlash that he's getting off of the stuff that he's doing is based off of other people's opinions. Like, people aren't having their own opinion on stuff. People will say something is trash and they ain't even listen to a second of a song. Or they'll listen to something, they'll probably like it for real, but too discouraged or too scared to have their own opinion or liking of the song. And they'll be like, well, damn, I low-key fuck with the song, but everybody else saying it's trash. So now they just saying, like, I don't really, like, you know what I'm saying? So this is kind of one of those things with him. I definitely don't feel like he falling off at any point. Like, for him too, he can't fall off. He got too much business stuff. I always see him in Walmart on acts and shit like that, and he always got money in real estate and shit like that. So I know he got money everywhere. He always bragging about having money put up and saved up too. So like he ain't worried. That's the least of his worries. Like I feel like he could really stop rapping today and he'll be good for the rest of his life or whatever he's doing. But that's really my take on it. I just feel like when it comes to rapping, it's kind of hard to please everybody. People gonna always say you sound the same. But yeah, man, that's really my take on it. Like I said, this video, I'm Dolo. I just wanted to bring y'all a little convo, just talking about Lil Baby. But yeah, man, that's gonna do it for this video. Appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, repost, share it, all that type of stuff, man. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, man.